Yeah, hello. We about to get crazy. This is the Tell the Truth. This week in college football show. You know we got to do the college football show every week. This week in college football, it's going down. Me and BowTie Bill had a lot of people watching the video. Last week we got into a heated debate about them doggone Longhorns. We're going to talk about them Longhorns again.
There's nothing wrong with a spirited debate.
Yeah. We're going to talk about them Longhorns. We're going to talk about, God's team. That's right. My Fighting Irish. Not America's team, God's team. I said God. Anyway, we're going to talk about God's team. We're going to talk about Roll Tide Road. We're going to talk about them dogs they playing this weekend. Roll Tide versus Georgia, the SEC, Big Ten, the big USC-Michigan game from last week, what we saw from there, what we took out of that game. I did get that game wrong. They did not cover. But anyway, we're going to get to all that, man. We're gonna
Sounded like Kirk Franklin.
Yeah. We're going to talk about the Notre Dame, Louisville game. That's the game everybody going to want to see more than the Georgia-Alabama game. Everybody want to see Notre Dame, Louisville.
Lord have mercy.
Louisville. We're going to talk about that Tennessee, Oklahoma. I told y'all boys, you OU fans, I told you Oklahoma in trouble. They don't got no quarterback. Man, we about to get it started. Billy woo-woo. Let's get it started right now. Welcome to the show, man. Tell Us Truth Podcast 23. I'm your host, Shy Neal. To my left, man, is my brother. When he cooking in the kitchen, I call him Uncle Billy. Yeah. When he gambling and he winning all the money, and he goes by Billy Woo Woo. Yeah. But when we in studio, my podcast brother, he goes by BTB. What's that for?
BowTie Bill.
Man, let's get it popping. BowTie Bill, man. Let's take care of business.
Man.
Welcome to the Maximize Your Potential studio here in North Dallas. BTB, tell the people what we need, baby.
Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the reviews, hit the recommendations. Let us know what you think, right? Tell your family members and friends the ones you like as well as the ones you don't like. We just thank you for everything that you're doing. Continue supporting us, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Lately, I'm gonna keep it 100, man. The college shows, man. You know, I have to give us a name for our show this week in college football, man. Tell you, the college shows been a lot of views, a lot of arguing going on, a lot of comments. I'm like, ooh, SEC people talking crazy to me about, oh man, the guy to the guy was against the TV to the left. He needs to shut up. Let the Texas guy talk more. Yeah, he can talk more. Yeah, I saw y'all comments. I read the comments. Yeah, I mean, hey, y'all want me to shut up more? No, I'm not gonna shut up more. Now, once
Hey,
again,
man, what's wrong with a spirited debate?
what I will say is this: Longhorn fans are just as sensitive as Cowboy fans. Y'all might be worse. So let me get this off before we talk about football. Okay?
Talk to me.
All right. Once again, Longhorn fans, let me get to the camera because y'all don't want to hear. I didn't know. I thought y'all was very educated. So yeah, I know y'all gonna get at me again. I'm gonna go right in the camera. Once again, I stated 3 weeks ago that the Longhorns have a top 5 offense. That means wide receivers, offensive line, quarterback. I also stated that the Longhorn front 7 is top 5. The only thing I questioned was the Longhorn secondary. That was the only thing I questioned. So, BowTie Bill, I did some research.
Let me put my hands in my pockets so I don't touch you,
let me
put my hands in my pockets so I don't touch you.
So I did some research to back up what I was saying about how y'all are suspect on the secondary.
Okay,
I did some research, okay?
We listen.
When you played the Michigan game, you gave up 203 yards passing.
Okay.
When USC played Michigan, they gave up 36. So all I'm saying, I'm only questioning Texas secondary. That's all I'm saying. Now, luckily, y'all don't, like I said last week, and then we can get on to in general about Texas. Y'all don't have no good quarterback.
We're not going to do this.
Okay, what? Where's the lie?
We're not going to do this.
Where's the lie?
No, there is no lie, but we're not going to do this.
Okay, why are we not going to do it? What are we not going to do?
The University of Texas is ranked number 8 right now.
Texas, no, y'all number 1.
After listen.
Okay.
After week 4, right?
Okay.
We are ranked top 10 in defense.
Yeah, your front 7. I tell you, your front 7, top 5. I didn't say your secondary is bad. I'm saying let's wait to see. I'm just saying you haven't been challenged. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I agree with that.
That's all I'm
I
saying.
agree with that.
Because I just
We're
know
not going
that
to get
Michigan
challenged until we get to the CFP.
Yeah,
College
because
football playoffs.
all I know is that when you play Michigan, that's the only
top 10 team.
Team that had 5-star receivers. I'm watching the game. There was a lot of wide open receivers. A lot. I'm telling you, Billy, it was a lot. And that quarterback was trash. Couldn't get the ball there. All right? Fast forward, who I think Texas is a better team than USC. USC only gave up 32 or 36 yards passing. The guy went 7 for 12. 32. So I'm just saying, if Texas couldn't be got, which I don't think they will have to play a team that can throw the ball.
Question.
That's all I'm saying.
Question.
Yeah.
Do we look like a number one team in the nation?
Yeah. I never said y'all didn't. Yeah.
By what metric do we look like a top 10, a top number one team in the nation? By what metric?
Man, I don't know where you're going with it, but okay, if you ask me, you have great coaching. You know how I feel about coaching. So you got great coaching. You have great culture.
We have a culture within a culture.
Right. You have great culture. Anytime you got Manny who got that name and he's willing to sit behind the other guy for all that time, that has a lot to do with culture.
Right.
He has bought into whatever the hell your coach has sold his ass. NIL money. But anyway.
$3 million a year, Doc. But go ahead.
But my point is that's part of culture. That don't have nothing to do with coaching for the young guy to buy in. Culture to me means do you have your kids buying in? Are they locked in? Are they believing what the coach's saying? Boom. That's culture. You guys have a great culture.
Yes,
also, you got great talent. So do you look like a number one team? Heck yeah.
That was my question.
Okay, yeah. I never said it. All I said was y'all might have a possible weakness. The secondary. That's all I've ever said. And Longhorn fans that come to me, I'm like, y'all worse than Cowboy fan. Relax. Y'all got a great team.
Oh, come on, man.
I'm just saying,
man.
You can't say nothing bad about the Cowboys.
Come on.
No.
You
like the Longhorn. That's how y'all are.
Come on, man.
Don't say nothing bad about my Longhorn. Time out. God, Doug. I'm like, man, I'm just questioning. You look close up. There he is.
Yeah,
I'm just giving you. I'm just saying, pause for cause. Just, hey, I think you might need to tighten up the secondary. So, moving on.
Okay.
Unless you want to talk some more about Texas.
No.
Because I want to get to that.
Fast forward.
The big game.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
That big game. What?
I'm listening.
You know what the big game is this week?
Georgia, Alabama.
No, Notre Dame, Louisville. American, God's team. Woo, them Irish. Woo.
Okay.
Woo. Now we're gonna talk about.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about. We're gonna give you the SEC.
That statement was a fan, but I know he's gonna give analytics. Right? That statement was a fan. Because we already know that Georgia, Alabama, number 2 versus 4 is the game of the week. But we're gonna talk Notre Dame and Illinois.
God's team. When God's team hit the field, yes, that is automatically the game of the week. No, the game of the week, my SEC people, y'all know I got a message, y'all. I love me some
already.
I love me some Midwest football, man, but the game of the week is definitely Alabama.
In Georgia. That's the game of the week right there, bro.
Dude, I almost want to cry so bad. I cannot wait.
And it's early in the season. Yeah.
Boy, that is gonna be a semi-pro football game.
Yes.
I'm watching that game to see who my Chicago Bears can. I always come back to America's team. America's team is Chicago Bears.
I'm looking at who's still going to get out of that game.
That is a beautiful game. If you're not a college fan and you are a pro football person, you need to watch that game anyway and get your scout on. Because iron sharpens what?
Iron.
We're going to see who plays good against competition. I'm gonna be checking out the tackles, the ends,
Linebackers.
linebacker play. But I might head to the back like
Yeah, it's gonna be a game Saturday, Doc.
what? What? Anybody call me during that game, I'm going to slap the shit out your ass. Excuse my language, dog. Do not call me Saturday night.
Yeah.
You call me next time I see you, real talk. Ha! Fight come with it, punch in the face.
Hey.
No, I'm just joking.
And I'm gonna
but that's
say
a big
this.
time game, though.
Trump gonna be at that game.
You know me. I don't want to do the politics on here.
I'm not.
He probably will.
But no, I'm saying he is.
Let's not go down that rabbit hole.
So what's happening is they got to open up the stadium 2 hours in advance because he's gonna be at that game.
All right, yeah. Let's just get to the football. Let's get back.
Okay,
I don't want to get into all that.
It's just
everybody
a
got
fun fact.
Everybody got a right to vote for who they vote to. I don't talk politics with people. I keep
Right.
my beliefs to myself. Anyway, now
Gotcha.
let's get back to that game. All right, if I'm not mistaken, the early line in that game was I think it's Alabama favorite. The game is in Alabama.
It's in Alabama.
6:30 game.
5:30 our time.
I already got my pick. It took me about 2 days, but I got my pick on who I think gonna win that game. I did 5:30 our time or 6:30 our time, Central Time. Just because y'all wonder, we're in Dallas Central Time, and I know the game is in Alabama. We looking it up right now. Sorry, we wasn't.
Man, we 30.5 favorites, dog.
Y'all ain't playing nobody. Y'all didn't even. Y'all
got Mississippi State.
Man, the team y'all played last week wasn't even on TV local here in Texas, man. Y'all played a high school team. But anyway, let's get to the big this week big time games, man. All right, so
Georgia -2.
Georgia favorite? Okay.
-2.
All right, who you got, BowTie Bill, and why?
I got Alabama. It's a home game.
Yeah, me too.
I like their quarterback. I like their running game. Yeah.
Yeah.
But mainly the quarterback and DeBoer,
Yeah.
the head coach. Although Kirby Smart is great, he have a good quarterback. Man, boy, hey, I'm going to roll with Alabama only because it's at home.
Yeah. I'm going to roll with Alabama, too. And the reason why I'm going with Alabama is that Georgia, I kind of mentioned at the beginning of the season, they remind me kind of Dallas Cowboys. They've lost a lot of talent. And I still don't like Georgia's passing game. You know, you lose Bowers.
Brock Bowers, the tight end.
Okay, and then the little wide receiver, McCuckley, whatever his name was, that kid, he just like a little element to play for the pitch. Some people just know how to get open, bro. You don't got to have a 4-5, 4-3. Some people just
linebackers, defensive linemen.
Yeah, they just got a knack for getting open. So that Kentucky game,
13-12, they won.
I just
13-12.
did not like the way the offense looked.
Right.
So I do think Alabama's going to win. But there is a way for Georgia to win.
Agreed.
And if Georgia could run the ball, and if Georgia is +2 in turnovers, they will win. I think Georgia needs some short fields so they can score because of the fact I just think Georgia's just too one-dimensional offensive-wise right now. They're not as balanced as Alabama, if you ask me.
Right, and I don't see Alabama giving up 2 turnovers. I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it either. I think that if I'm not mistaken, they played in the SEC championship game last year. Yeah, and Alabama won that game.
And Alabama beat them.
And
that's why Georgia did not go to the
that's right.
college football playoffs.
Right. Yeah, I like Alabama even more now. I understand Georgia's favorite by 2, and let me guess, Georgia's ranked 2 in the nation, and Alabama's 4.
Yes.
Nah, the more and more I think about it, I think it's gonna be a good game. It ain't
gonna be a great game.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be no being blown out. But I just think the ways for Georgia to win, they don't have it. Here's the best way to put it, BowTie Bill.
I'm listening.
They don't have as many ways as winning as Alabama do.
Ooh. Great thought process.
They don't have as
Agreed.
many ways to win as Alabama do.
Right, because the quarterback is more athletic than Georgia's quarterback. Alabama quarterback, Kilmore, is more athletic than Beck. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
They have better wide receivers. They have a better running game.
Yeah,
Now the defense of Georgia's better.
Yeah, the defense of Georgia's better. Defense of Georgia's
Right.
better.
But to your point, which is a great point, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. They got,
Right?
why do you think I said they need 2 turnovers
Right.
to help out?
Right.
What can make me totally wrong, as far as from my opinion, how my pick, I mean, you might have another way, if somehow, and keep in mind, they did have 2 weeks. Georgia had a bye. Once Alabama had a bye.
Both of them had a bye.
Both had a bye. Oh, they're going to be both. Oh,
Yeah, both of them had a bye.
Both teams come off a bye. Oh, they fresh. Yeah. Unless Georgia has worked on their game, and Smart is a very good coach, and if they have somehow gotten that passing game together, then I would be totally wrong. But they've been struggling all year with the passing game. I don't like what I'm seeing out of the passing game. So I just think that in that case, But keeping it in the SEC, BowTie Bill, guess what else I need to want to talk to you about, BowTie
Talk
Bill?
to me.
We want to talk about that big game, Tennessee versus Oklahoma. Man, I saw that one coming, man. I won me some money on that. I knew Tennessee was gonna go to Oklahoma and beat them. And that quarterback here a freshman, ain't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. What was your thoughts on that game, my boy?
Tennessee won 25-15. The deal is that the linebacker for Oklahoma shattered his leg. That said, Brent Venables, after 3 years, he got a back 7, top 5 in the nation. They don't have a quarterback.
Exactly. I said that.
They don't have a quarterback.
I said that after I saw the first game. I was like, and everybody was like, give him one more week, Neil. I gave him one more week. After that, like, I forgot who it was. It was Cincinnati, Memphis. Somebody came in. It looked like trash. I said, dude, when them big boys in the SEC come up in there, they're going to have to do better than that offensive-wise now, which is kind of funny. Oklahoma defense actually has gotten better, and if you're not really big on
They lead the nation in turnovers.
Right. So I know a lot of SEC people don't know too much about OU because OU's in the Big 12. OU defense started with Lincoln Riley a little bit before him. OU defense has been pretty much trash the last 8 years. It's been a very offensive team, and it's kind of weird to see them actually have a pretty decent defense, and then now they actually don't have a quarterback. The quarterback they had last year, he went to Oregon. So it's just, I saw it, and then they took that guy out, and they put another rookie guy in. I said Texas going, and the Texas, for you SEC people, I know Alabama, Auburn is big, and as far as competitive-wise lately, it's been y'all, Alabama, Georgia, it's a rivalry, but the big rivalry, well, I guess for Auburn. But down here, the Texas-OU rivalry is huge.
Huge. Yes.
Huge. And we down here in Dallas, Texas. And in the state of Texas and the state of Oklahoma, it is huge. You have a lot
Red River rivalry.
Yeah. You have a lot of OU alumni that lives here in Dallas. They they go to school to OU and they graduate and they move to Dallas. And I just took 2 games and I was like, yeah, OU in trouble that game.
Yes.
Yeah, I think, and I saw y'all first 2 games. I'm like, so I don't know what OU can do different. Maybe this quarterback can show some spunk. I had OU losing at least 4 games before the season started anyway, so I wasn't really that surprised. If I'm not mistaken, OU has a tougher schedule than Texas. OU got a pretty tough schedule, bro.
Yes, they do, because they got to play Alabama.
Where? In Alabama, but it don't matter. Yes. I don't think they can beat Alabama no matter where. So it don't matter. Do they got to play Georgia too?
No.
I know they got to play y'all. Georgia. I know that. So y'all play at Georgia or Georgia come to y'all?
Georgia come to us.
Yeah, but I thought you told me Georgia came to y'all.
Yeah, playing in Austin.
Yeah, I mean,
Florida's coming to Austin.
If I tell you the team that disappointed me the most out of the top 10 teams this week, about far the team that disappointed me the most was Missouri. I was not.
Yes.
I was not.
Overtime.
I was like, well, I understand Vanderbilt playing some good ball this year, playing people real tough, but I don't know about Missouri. Ole Miss, I got to see when Ole Miss play against the big boys, but Ole Miss offense is looking good.
Ole Miss is a beast.
Yeah, offensive wise, but I don't know about their defense yet. They're a
beast.
That's
a beast of a team.
Yeah, they got their offense and Kiffin. He throwing the ball around and stuff like that, and good old time and stuff. But the defense, I gotta see some things first before I buy in. Missouri,
the top 4 teams in the SEC is Texas, Georgia, Alabama, Ole Miss. Those are the top 4 teams.
Yeah, I would not put Missouri in there after what I saw last week. Nah, and then if we talking about good old American Midwest football. Midwest football is the Big Ten plus Notre Dame. Midwest football, baby. Yes, the SEC is definitely the better conference this year. See, I can keep it 100. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I still would say, if you ask me, moving on to the USC Michigan game.
Ooh.
I still think USC the best team in the Big Ten. What do you think about that, BowTie Bill?
No, Ohio State.
Okay.
Ohio State by far is the best team. Ohio State is like Texas. They can just steamroll you in 4 minutes.
I get what you're saying. They can hit like 3 touchdowns in 20. Like, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I understand.
Just like that.
I got you. If you look at
Ohio State, Alabama, and Texas are the 3 teams that can do that.
Okay, all right. So
Georgia can't do that, right?
Right.
But Ohio State, Alabama, and Texas are the 3 teams that can just mollywop you in 5 minutes.
Right. If you're talking about 5 minutes of clock time.
5 minutes of clock time.
I got you.
5 minutes of clock time. Yes.
So this is what I noticed about that USC game. USC has played LSU on a neutral site, and they played Michigan in the big house. Okay? USC has not played a big-time game at home yet.
Right.
These kids are not the NFL. So they lost. But if you look at that USC game, USC lost on 3 plays. They outplayed Michigan.
Big time runs.
Yep.
Chunk runs.
They lost on 3 plays. Now, who's to say that cannot possibly not happen again against a good SEC team? I'm not saying it can't. But I'm just saying they lost on 3 plays, 3 long runs. The rest of that game, USC went toe-to-toe.
Control the game.
And so it's letting me see that game against LSU was not a fluke. They have some physicality about themselves. I think that the crowd was the offense looked a little that first quarter and a half,
right?
And then it didn't calm down to like the 5-minute mark of the second quarter. By that time, I think they had spotted them like 10 or 13 points, so they spotted them too many points,
right,
in the big house. So by that time, the kids are going crazy. They liquored up. They're jacking up food. So it's hard to come back in that type of environment. But I felt like, out of all the teams that lost this week, I was more impressed with USC than anybody else.
I'm going to say this, and I gave you a peek behind the curtain. It took Brent Venables 3 years to get his defense where it is. Oklahoma. Right? University of Texas, 3 years. 4 years. I know you saying that they're back for secondary suspect, but their defense is balling. They're on the line 5.5 points a game, although we haven't played no quarterbacks yet.
And that's the only thing I'm questioning.
But they're on the line 5.5 points a game.
Yeah, defense balling.
Right? And Kirby Smart, when he went to Georgia, it took him 3 years to get that defense. Right? My point is, USC got a coordinator now.
Yeah, from UCLA.
It's going to take him 2 to 3 years to get that defense right. So they're going to be battling Ohio State.
Yeah, but here's the thing about it. I think they're going to battle them this year because their defense has drastically jumped from last year. Now, their defense is not as good as Ohio State. But we're just talking about the improvement.
Right. Yes.
No, they got a little
Agreed.
physicality about themselves, USC,
Agreed.
man. And,
Agreed.
And the reason why I think USC, Ohio State better keep an eye on them. I don't know if they pay them this year, but it might play them. In worst case scenario, it might be Big Ten championship. I just believe that USC quarterback is better than Ohio State's quarterback.
Yes.
Okay, so
They got Lincoln Riley.
hey, I'm just telling y'all, I'm not giving up on USC. They
No,
play
not
Wisconsin
at
this
all.
weekend, coming home on a loss. USC, I think, gonna beat the dog crap out of Wisconsin. This is their first Big Ten game at home. Just lost to Michigan. Let me see what that line is. They played Wisconsin, if I'm not mistaken. USC.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, that's last week. Week 5. Okay, I'm going to the next one. I'm sorry for you guys. So we got to touch on some other USC play Wisconsin. They favored by 15 and a half. I might move that to 14 and boom, be good. But I do think that USC will cover that game. I'm checking to see on the college football radar how we looking. So Miami, Virginia
15.5 at 2:30.
Yeah, Oklahoma State, Kansas. I don't really care about that game.
And y'all are -6.
Yeah, so
Notre Dame's a -6 over Louisville at home.
and who we talking about? God's team. Yes, it's time to talk about that Notre Dame fighting Irish. But BowTie Bill, before we do that, there was a game last week
Uh-huh.
that might have been the game of the week. Who am I talking about?
Colorado.
Man, that was a hell of a damn game. Now, when I say game of the week, I'm not talking about the talent-wise, like a Alabama, Georgia, or a Texas versus Georgia. I'm just talking about entertainment-wise.
Okay, I give you that. I give you that.
Entertainment-wise.
I give you that.
Fun fact about Colorado. You ready?
I'm listening.
Run defense is number 3 in the nation. Did you know that? Yep.
Then,
You didn't know that, did you?
No, I did not. Then it begs the question: was there passing defense?
I don't know. One thing at a time. But what I can tell you is that this. Deion is getting hated on in college football the way Caleb Williams gets hated on from other fans. People just don't like Caleb Williams. You got some people just don't like Deion Sanders.
And Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah, but they like Deion getting hated on more. He's not a good coach and all the Jerry and da-da-da. And I tell people, look, man, Deion can relate to the kids. He's not disrespecting the kids. He's not putting the kids in any harm's way. We ain't heard nothing crazy like that. He might coach in a way that the way you might not. But the bottom line is that he's been there for a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 2.5 years.
Well, no.
And you take
Going on
Jackson
his second
State.
year.
No, I'm just saying 2.5 because I'm including Jackson State.
Okay,
I'm
all
going
right,
with
all right.
And you ain't never heard any of his players get in trouble.
Okay.
That's culture. How dare you disrespect our school? How dare you disrespect your mom and dad's last name? A lot of that is culture. Now, people think if you're not winning Big 12 championships and SEC championship, you have no culture. That is totally not true. What do you think? You think you have to be winning to have culture?
No to your question.
Mm.
That said, he doesn't have a culture because of how he recruit.
Okay. All right. So you saying because of the transfer portal.
Right.
I say
and they don't have no cohesion together. They don't have cohesion.
Mm-hmm. I disagree. I feel like for you to take your behind into Colorado State, a rivalry game, even though I know y'all spanked the devil out of them, it's still a rivalry game on the road. And you know how I feel about kids going on the road in college. It's hard to win on the road once it's after 6 o'clock. Now, I'm not saying it's hard to win even at 2:30. 11 o'clock, you sneak in there early, you might get up out of there. But 2:30, when the kid has enough time to rest, it gets tougher. The later that game is, the harder it is to win on the road in college football when you got 80, 90,000 energetic kids that's had a chance to rest up for the night before partying
And get inebriated.
and then get liquored up again. They're gonna be nice and rowdy. That's hard. And so they went to Colorado State. So they might not have a culture on the level of a Texas or Alabama or Georgia, and stuff like that. But to me, you have a culture. And they have to buy in because a lot of time coaching and culture, people get them mixed up. When I see the kids buying in and staying out of trouble, you're now the third best rushing defense. And it ain't like they didn't play nobody. They played Nebraska. And Nebraska's been running the ball on everybody. They run the ball. Okay, and they might not be as good as quarterbacks in other people's conference, but my point is that they still have a good running game, and they went third. Last week they gave up 7 points in the second half. Their defense is like I think on the top end of the nation in the second half in points given up. So you better get Colorado early because I make the adjustments. The second half, boom. Your thoughts on the win last week? Your thoughts is just in general. Do you think they can keep this up? What are your thoughts, BowTie Bill?
They not going to the playoffs.
No, I don't say that. But will they win about 7 games? I don't think they win the playoff either. 7 games. They're 3-1 right now.
Will they go to a bowl game?
Yeah.
Bowl game. They went 4-8 last year. Or 3,
4-8.
4-8.
Mm-hmm. Year before that, they only had 1 win.
1-11.
They won 1-11 2 years before that. Last year, 4-8.
Right, 4-8.
Hmm?
No, they're not even going to a bowl game.
So you saying they won't even win 6 games?
They will not win 6 games.
I don't know about that, BowTie Bill.
I'm telling you, they would not win 6 games.
I think they will win.
They played a Baylor team that is suspect at the surface level, and it took a Hail Mary to why I don't know. I can't even fathom the thought of why on a Hail Mary you on single coverage.
They had a safety back there. The safety was one came flying up there.
It was single coverage.
Yeah, but the safety was over the top. Number 27 was over the top.
But why are you not having 2 and 3 players back there?
That's what everybody do. They run next to them, and the safeties are back deep. Like you don't never see 2 guys running next to a wide receiver on a Hail Mary. One is already back there in the end zone chilling, waiting for the ball to get down and like, y'all finna knock this down while the other one runs with them. But that's how everybody plays
when
it.
The ball went up, what I normally see is 3 people around the ball.
Nah, it was 2 different things. 2 things can be true. Okay. I would tell you this. They played it right. You only have 1 guy. You don't have 2 guys running with a wide receiver. The thing about it is that maybe the ball hawking skills of that safety, football IQ, whatever the case might be. But what I can tell you that the safety number 27 is on the right. Let's say he's facing the quarterback. He was on the right hash mark. What happened was they ran the guy down the right side. He's looking to the right, but then they lined 3 wide receivers on his side. So he had to watch all 3. One of them came across his face like this. Hunter was lined up on this side by himself. What they did was they ran Hunter across the field. So I watched it like 6, 7 times when the safety, because I was trying to figure out what he was doing, why he did not try to come over help out. He saw Hunter coming over, so he kind of had to slow down a little bit. Then the ball was thrown, and that's when he tried to take off. So they had 3 on this side. Make sure I'm on camera. They had 3 on this side, and then they had 1 on this side. The one on the sideline, he went this way. He went straight down the field. Okay, the other 2 went across the field like this. Then he had the Hunter that was on this side. He came across, and that's what made that safety sit there. So it actually, for one time, for Colorado, actually a good play design. I question some of their play calling because they do a lot of, I think, too much backyard football. Agree with you on that. I like to do.
I'm just saying,
more drag routes and things along that matter. Yeah,
he threw the ball over 40 yards.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, it was bad on the defense coordinator because he should have had at least 3 people in the middle of the field between the hash marks. When you come down and you got the hash marks. Mm-hmm. Whether Hunter's on this side, whoever's on this side.
Mm-hmm.
He should have had 3 people in the middle of the field.
Okay.
Once the ball is thrown,
mm-hmm.
everybody runs to the ball.
Okay. I mean, these are said and done. I got you. I mean, you got.
But it didn't happen.
Right. You got to get. I just think you got to give them a little bit more credit in that. But I know you don't feel that way. So this week they played USF, Colorado. Let me see what the line is. UCF, Central Florida. Central Florida is 3-0. Missed another Big 12 game. Line 14.5. What you think, BowTie Bill? UCF is favored.
Yes.
Guess what? They gonna win.
They may not cover.
They're not gonna cover. I don't think.
Right, but they're gonna win the game.
All right. So the game is in Florida. I think that me personally, I do think Colorado will cover. I want to see Colorado. I will say this: I did still see some things I did not like offensive wise. Everybody's going out, not keeping safeties, not keeping tight ends in to help block the offensive line. Not that
Max
good.
Pro.
At least keep a tight end in. You don't even got to do Max Pro. Keep 6 guys in. But one thing I was impressed with them was this. I was very happy with the way they ran the ball. Now, it wasn't nothing crazy.
Was better.
That was much better. That was much, much better.
It was better.
And that's something that they're going to definitely need if they want any chance of possibly, to be taken serious or win some games or possibly get 6 wins to go to a bowl game. I would say their next game, after that, they play Kansas State.
Oh, that's an L.
Kansas State come to them. Kansas State just got beat down by BYU. Then they got to go to Arizona. Then they Cincinnati come to them. Texas Tech. Utah, I don't think they can beat Utah. But Utah, is a very physical team. And then they play Kansas and then Oklahoma State. Truth be told, I think Colorado got a chance in every last one of these games besides Utah. I think they got a chance in every last doggone game unless they can't run the ball. Last week they looked bat turbid because they was able to run the ball.
Agreed.
Yeah, if they can't run the ball now, and then Shakir showed them, I don't think so. They might be.
And that record is 3-1?
Yeah, they're 3-1.
They may sneak in and win because based on that schedule,
yeah,
they may win 3 games.
Yeah, they're going to go to a bowl game. They get 6 wins. You better believe somebody's going to bite their ass. They're not going to let Colorado sit at home.
Money maker.
Right.
Shake your money maker.
It's a money maker. They're going to definitely get invited in. We're about to end the week, but, man, we have to talk about God's team before we get out of here.
Okay, Notre Dame and
Louisville, baby. The game that everybody cannot wait to see. Bigger than Georgia, Alabama.
Okay.
Man, Notre Dame is like literally. I don't know. Colorado fighting for right now. Notre Dame is literally like the Dallas Cowboys, man. Either you love them or everybody hate them. People hate us, man. I give it 100. We are America's team to hate. But right now, I would probably say Colorado's a close second because a lot of people for some reason hating on Deion. But I love me some Coach Prime. I think what he's doing is good. The game is in Notre Dame. We favored by 6. We're playing Louisville. BowTie Bill, do you think we win? Do you think we cover? What you think, BowTie Bill?
You're going to win but not cover.
Yeah, I hear you on that. This will be the game. Notre Dame will win, and we will definitely cover. We will cover.
Okay.
These are the games Notre Dame actually show up, and is at home. So it ain't going to be coming out flat, nothing like that. They came out flat the first quarter and a half last week. Then they woke up and they start chicken butt. I don't know what's going on with Notre Dame in home games the last year and a half. We play down to our competition. I'm glad that Louisville is coming to us because I know they won't come in flat because that is a ranked team, and then them boys know they got to play some ball. So I'm expecting the best of the best in Notre Dame. I'm still not too happy with the play calling. I still think we're passing the ball just a little bit too much. Snyder, our quarterback, he's just not at that level yet. Not like that. He's not a Hewler at Texas. Hell, he ain't even a Manny. Y'all back up. He's not that. He ain't no Beck, whatever guy from Georgia. He ain't Melrose. He's not that dude. So let's calm down on the passing. Let's calm down on the passing. I would like to see us run the ball 30 to 35 times, BowTie Bill.
Right. Your head coach.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a love-hate relationship, baby. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Right. Your head coach.
Mm-hmm.
So it's also about his philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing more, nothing less.
Agree.
Right?
Yeah, I agree.
So you got another home game, right? Is that Northern Illinois loss out of your mouth?
It's. I told you how my thing on that. I told you that was a typical game. I knew we probably might lose, even though we favored by 28. I didn't even bet that game. I don't really think the Northern Illinois is nothing that they're thinking about. To answer your question, yeah, we went to Purdue the next week and blew them out the water and stuff, and then we played whoever last week.
But you going home? You going back home?
You know what I'm saying? And we started off slow last week at home again,
right?
And then we finally woke up out of it. Second quarter, I was happy to see that. We were playing down to our competition again. That's my point. We love to play down to our competition at home.
Right.
And then it kind of like half
and
like
that's where I'm going.
About the 5-minute mark, second quarter, they snapped out of it. I was like, okay, now we're looking like Notre Dame because this game should not be close. And they started dominating.
Coaching. That's what it boils down to, man.
I don't think
I believe, again, I don't think it's coaching,
though. I think it's culture. This is exactly what I'm talking about, what culture is.
Right.
Buying in, taking it serious. Let's go ahead and put our foot on these boys' neck so we can have the second string in by the third quarter and have the third string in by the fourth quarter. So their mama and them could see them play ball too.
Right.
You know, mom and daddy drove 1,000 miles. You know, they want to see their kid too play. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So it's a lot of it is straight culture. You know what I'm saying? That's what I believe.
Agree.
We have to work on our culture. We really do. We really do. But I do believe that Notre Dame will win. I
think they're gonna win. I don't think they're gonna cover.
Yeah. We cover, man.
No, I don't think so.
This is the type of game we'll cover on, man. But before we get up out of here, man, I want to give a big salute to all you Longhorn fans. Boy, still number one. I tell you, boy, still number one. I hear you.
We play like we number one.
Boy, he got his horns up. He happy, boy. He happy. Now he got it. Man, y'all got a couple.
Us versus them. Who you think gonna win? Us versus them. Who you think gonna win?
All right, well, SEC, you're looking pretty good this week. Everybody at the top look good besides Missouri.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Missouri, you brought up Missouri.
Yeah.
Back in 2012, when they went over there, they represented the SEC East. Mm-hmm. Right, 2 years in a row.
Uh-huh.
We're coming to the SEC, University of Texas, and we're gonna represent the SEC,
the old Big 12.
You know what I mean?
You trying to say
y'all? This is what we do, man. We coming under that modern while we just coming up, man, kicking in dough. Oh, I almost said something else. We coming up kicking in dough. I almost said something else, dog.
That's what y'all do. You better be lucky y'all finally
got we taking names.
You better be lucky y'all finally got the head coaching job right. I give you that.
Yeah, we do.
These are keys. Y'all finally got the coaching job right, and he's doing a hell of a job.
Us versus them, who you think gonna win?
Man, BowTie Bill, tell the people what we need, baby.
Man, thank you, man. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the recommendation, hit the reviews, hit the comment section, and just thank you for everything that you're doing for us. We appreciate everything. Tell your family members and friends the ones you like as well as the ones you don't like. Let everybody know. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Thank you very much.
All right, BowTie Bill, man. I appreciate everything you're doing, man. My partner in crime.
My man, my PIC.
PIC?
Partner in crime.
Partner in crime. Okay, I learn something every day. All right, cool. I thought you were on that Diddy shit. I was on that Diddy. I ain't taking no pics with you, dog. I'm about to say, don't take no pics
with me up with that, dog.
Hey, man, Billy, why you putting all that baby oil on for? Hey, man, hold on, man. I ain't with that booze.
Hey, I use Vaseline.
All right, PIC, partner in crime. I'm about to say, catch me up. I'm about to say, taking pics of. Like, oh, hey, man, dog.
Yeah.
What type of funny business you on, man? The devil is alive. What you got, boy? What the hell going on? Well, anyway, man, we about to get up out of here, man. Tell the Truth Podcast.
Already.
Number 23, my host, man, BowTie Bill. I'm your other co-host.
Talk to me.
Chi-Town Neil. You know the deal. I'm rapping again, the real deal. Anyway, hit that notification button, man. Peace.
Peace.